Hey, it's Jason from Faction Marine. We're looking at the 2026 Centurion RI230 50th Anniversary Edition. Now this walkthrough is going to be a little bit different. You'll see some of the typical stuff we like to show you guys, but I brought two special guests this time. We've got Tyler Stewart, world champion wake surfer, and we've got YouTube famous Sam Studee here. These guys are going to show you some of the things they love about the boat. We'll show you our usual stuff with the specs, all that. And then stay tuned to the end when these guys are going to surf it. The RI230 is Faction Marine's #1 selling boat from Centurion. In our area of Minnesota, the lakes aren't huge. The boat's very maneuverable in a 23-foot size. The 245 would be our second best selling size here for Centurion. And but the 230 is what they use for towing the World Wake Surfing Championships. It's what we use usually day to day. And it's like I said, our best selling boat. It's 23 feet long. 5,500 pounds is a dry weight, 81-gallon tank for fuel, so you're not having to run to the gas station or over to the marina, you know, every day to get your boat filled up. It does run 5,400 pounds of ballast. There's some new ballast too that we want to talk about. They've got some pumps that pump into the ram fill tanks now, so you can fill it while the boat's sitting still. You can empty while the boat's sitting still, so you don't have to drive like you had to before. With ram fill to fill and drive to empty. So that's kind of something we've been getting used to. This is our first 2026 boat that we've had in stock here. You can see it's fall here in Minnesota, and we're giving her a rip on a cool October day here. But we're gonna kind of go through some of the things that we really like on this new RI230 from Centurion Boats. One thing I always love to point out in the bow of the Centurion, you get the flat area here with the gator step, so it's going to be flat, easy to step on from the dock, getting in the boat on either the front or even the sides, and it's flat all the way across. There's a flat area here with gator step to step on, and then usually we would remove this bow cushion if we were going to have people coming into the boat. But step, 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 you're onto the flat surface of the boat with no worries about skidding out or slipping. There's a few new things in the boat that we like, but one thing I really like is they changed the lid. There is LEDs in it for Centurion and branding. It is all billet. Your switches are right in here for your batteries to turn the boat off and on. And it's a breaker system now, so it's much easier. You're not having to open up the helm to get in and turn a battery switch, so it's easier to get to turn it off and on. There's phone chargers everywhere in this boat, so people, doesn't matter if it's the driver, the observation person, or I think you'll see even in the back of this boat there's some great little new features in the 2026. When you get to the dual screens here, not a lot's changed, but you will see some of the camera views have changed, and you could cycle through to different cameras. They even got a tower mounted one on this one. They've done all new cameras, so they're a lot clearer, a lot cleaner, and they're more reliable than they've been in the past. So when we're looking at the new ballast system here with the pumps, you can see we're sitting still, and now I can just hit drain all, and it's draining everything, including the ram fill, and that's something new for this year for 2026. A nice feature, so if you are sitting still, you don't have to go ripping across the lake for a minute and a half to get your ram fill topped off or to empty it. So just a nice little feature if you want to just, you know, hang out and chill at the sandbar, or hang out and tie up with your buddies for a while, just hit drain all.
Tyler Stewart here. A couple things that I really like on these new Centurions is, first of all, this seat spins nice and easy. So when you're driving and also watching the surfer, you don't have to be turning your neck super hard. And then also pulling a surfer, it's really easy with these paddle shifters, because when the rider says faster, all I do is click this. That's 0.1, 0.2. So I don't even have to fiddle with the screen. I can stay watching the surfer. I can make sure that when they fall, I can turn around. I'm not messing with the screen. And same thing with the wave steepness. So right here, this makes the wave flatter, and this makes the wave steeper. The camera upgrade is huge. As you can see, we have an additional camera on the tower. So that's awesome for paying attention to your rider as well. I've been riding this boat for the last month. Typically used an RI245, but I've found if you want to go for the smaller RI, the wave is actually really great, especially when you don't have as many people in the boat. With it being a little smaller and still having a ton of ballast capacity, it allows you to get a nice big clean wave just with one person in the boat. We got this Roswell Bimini here. We're able to put 4 boards up on it. So board storage is definitely not a problem, even on this 23-foot boat. Another new feature is this wireless phone charging cubby back here, and you can adjust all the stereo controls as well. So when you're tied up, you don't have to be running all the way to the front of the boat to grab your phone that's charging and change the song. You can do that all back here.
What's up guys, Sam Studee here. Some of my favorite features on this 230 are the tower. This is the Predator tower, and it goes down and will drop the bimini right to the windshield, which is super nice on colder weather days or rainy days. So that's one of my favorite features of the boat. There's also a lot of cool features. The back, these seats, they will pop up into place. I know that's really important for a lot of the women that come out on the boats. New improvement this year is the hinges are in the middle and not on the edges, so you're not gonna accidentally kick it, and it just looks better in my opinion. Coming to the back here as well, there's not only 2 wireless charging stations for your phone / cubbies to keep your phone, they're also all over the boat. There's probably 5 in here. And then also there's a nice ski pylon or tube pylon, just pushing like that. And then that's where you can tow from if you're gonna bring the kids tubing or if you're going skiing.
What's up guys, Kate hopping in here. Show you a couple of my favorite features. Number 1 is this little cubby right here. Put your phone, keys, wallet in there. Don't have to worry about it getting lost around in the boat. Nice touch. Number 2 is a knob op system. You can control your blower, your nav lights, your bilge, all that from here. It's your music control, so you got a volume knob, you can pause it, play. Also, you can switch from left to surf right just with a touch of a button, so you don't have to navigate around on the screens. You can keep the cameras up when you're surfing. And then the final feature I want to talk about right here is there's no more cushion here for the walkthrough. It's just full. I noticed when I would get into boats, a lot of the times I would step down like that and it would just crush the seat, but now you can step fully into the boat nice and safely, and you don't have to worry about ruining your vinyl.
All right, let's get to surfing. Start this bad boy up and we'll show you how we set it up. So gonna click fill all. Obviously we want as much weight in here as possible. And then there's presets for all this, but I'm just gonna show you how I do it step by step. So I'm surf left. All you gotta do is click that button. Your surf system is on. I'm gonna adjust the center tab once I'm up. Depending how much weight you have in here is going to change where this tab is at, and also the wave steepness, whatever your preference is. For everyone it's different, but that's adjusted with the center tab right here. So to set up the RI230, it's super simple. There's presets for everything, and with knob ops here, you can just turn surf left on, and then you're ready to go. The speed I set to 11.3. And then, like I said, you can just adjust the wave steepness and the speed as you go to really fine tune that wave that you like.
We're 2 stoked, so we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to ride this wave first. All right.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, damn it. Sam gets to go first.
Oh yeah. That water's about 60 degrees. I'm in the retro wetsuit. Let's get in there and enjoy some nice brisk water.
Hey, that's it for today. I want to thank Sam Studee, Tyler Stewart for coming out. Check out their content, they got some great stuff. But this is a 2026 Centurion RI230 50th anniversary edition. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Woo!